I think we should be live right now, which is great to see. We are live, which is fantastic. And hope you can hear me okay. Just testing the volume. I'm just going to wait for some people to join the chat, but hope you're all doing well, guys. Yeah, so we are live right now, which is fantastic. Thank you. Hope everyone's doing well. I'll just unplug that and just wait for some viewers to arrive in the chat. But I hope you're all doing well, and we're ready to go. We're gonna have a good chat. Let me just set the phone there. That's probably gonna slip, but I think we should be okay for now. But I've got the chat right in front of me. I hope you're all doing well, guys. I'm the FPL Penguin. We're back with no video for you all, and in today's video, I'll be rating some of your teams that you sent to me through Twitter. If you're watching this now, I put out a tweet. Everyone's doing, all the FPL YouTubers are doing it, and asking you to send in your FPL teams for them to rate, and give them, if they like it, if they don't like it, what could you do to improve that team. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. And also, this is my current draft at this very moment of time, and I keep changing it, guys, but I'm not changed it as much. I've got probably just probably 2 or 3 players, probably just 2 that are different. But I'm going for a set and forget. So if we just talk about my team first, I'm going for Ramsdale in goal. I think it's a great set and forget, Ramsdale. And defence, I'm going to go for Trent. Walker Peters this time. It's got a question mark over him because I'm a bit 50-50 if I should keep him or not. It's very cheap, and we talked about this in my first ever draft stream. But I think I might keep him. I've got Egan in there as well. I've used him on money, guys, so I haven't got any left in the bank. I really wanted to bring Stevens in, but he's an extra 0.5. So it's just one of them, really. But I like Sheffield United, and the reasons why I like to go for Sheffield United is because if you look at the fixtures and the way, we'll get to Wolves in a minute and my thoughts on Wolves, but honestly to God, the reason why I want to go for Sheffield United defence is because they've got some decent fixtures. Now, Wolves, they did beat Wolves at Bramall Lane at 1-0. I think it was Egan who scored in that game last season. I think it was in Project Restart. And Aston Villa away, they got Leeds at home. Now, Arsenal's going to be a tough one away. But then they got Fulham at home. But I do feel double Sheffield United, at least having one Sheffield United defender or goalkeeper is a good way to go, because Ramsdale kept 128 saves last season. And, he's 5 million. I think he's good. I think he's good to have with a good set and forget. So, Wolves losing Doherty, losing Johnny for a few months. So it's one of them. It's one of them to see how Wolves step up now, losing their main attacking fullbacks. How much is it going to hurt them? Is it going to hurt them at all, not having them in the lineup? So I do feel confident having so 17% do agree with me having Egan in their team. And tell you how many people Ramsdale, I think it's only 7 or 8%, 7.6%. And midfield-wise, I'm keeping Pereira. I like the guy. I think he's great. Got Ziyech in there as well. Got Aubameyang as my captain. John Harris, how you doing, mate? Afternoon, Penguin. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's doing well, guys. Got 9 viewers at the minute. Hope you're doing well, guys. We'll get to the rating of the teams in a minute. Just want to go through my team at this very moment in time. Aubameyang as captain. He's going to still stay as captain, guys, because I just feel that Arsenal really going to go at Fulham. I think he got 2 goals and 1 assist. Was it 3 goals and 1 assist when Fulham were last time in the Prem? He scored 2 or 3 goals past them last season in both games. Not last season, the season before. And I've got Mo Salah in there. You can't go without Mo Salah or Mane. I mean, they got tough fixtures. Chelsea and Arsenal after Leeds, but you really need to go for it. You really need to have Vinagre is a must-have for me. 4.5, I'll get to him in a minute. What I really think of him, and Hi Penguin mate, Ashley, how you doing, mate? Agree on the Aubameyang captain. You know, he's one of them, and I think he could go for the golden boot. I tell you, guys, who do you think? Who do you think will win the golden boot this season? Let me know in chat. I'm saying a bold punt. I'm going to say Danny Ings. Believe it or not, because he was that close. Was he only about missed by 2 goals behind Vardy? Something like that. But I feel Danny Ings, a bold pick, and I think he might go for it. So I like to have him for the long term. I think once again he's going to get over 20 goals this season. And they look confident. Southampton, they sorted that defence out a bit more as well. Why do you have Egan and Ramsdale? I was just mentioning that a minute or two ago because I just like Sheffield United's fixtures because if you look right here, bring it up. Now Wolves, it's going to be still a tough game, but as like I said, Sheffield United beat them at Bramall Lane 1-0 last season. Villa away, Villa are still dodgy, both attack and defence. Now they have signed Matty Cash, he's a decent player, he's a good player, but they need to sort that attack out more because to me, Samatta, Wesley don't really cut it for me, in the team. They don't really, excite me enough to bring them in my own team. Leeds at home, it's going to be a bit of a Yorkshire derby, so that's going to be really good to watch as well. And maybe the fans will be back, who knows about that time, so that'll be great as well. But I really want to go for double Sheffield United. I feel confident with it. # play your own game. Midfield, Souček. Now, this whole thing, there's been talk if he's positive with the coronavirus, then some people saying he's negative with the coronavirus. I don't know. We'll get more team news, maybe from David Moyes the day before. That'll be Friday. So hopefully we'll get an update on Souček right about then. And up front, we've got Timo Werner. He's not leaving. I mean, come on, the guy's owned by well over 40%, nearly 45% Timo Werner. Give you a bit of an update in international friendlies. Timo Werner scored for Germany the other night against Spain, and Rodrigo, Leeds' new signing, got the assist for Spain in that 1-1 draw. Bergwijn scored as well. And who else was there? Oh, Mitrovic scored for Serbia in their 3-1 loss to Russia. And Timo, Uber, Kane back on the season for me. Back on it this season for me. Going without Uber, he can't score away from home. Never rule them out. I think Arsenal are going to be a different team this season. They really are building a lot. They've signed 2 new centre-backs, but only time will tell how well they do. And it's like with Willian as well. I think Willian will do well. It depends if he'll start games or not, or how Arsenal will set out that team and the formation. But I do think Aubameyang will be up there getting over 20 goals once again. Who else is that? Actually, for me, Uber for me, consistent score over a number of years. But unlucky to have never won it. Could Bruno win the Golden Boot on penalties? I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if Bruno Fernandes won the Golden Boot all because of penalties. I wouldn't be surprised. Uber plays for fun. He's not eager to score. Have 1 or 2 shots per game. He's only sharp at home only. Right, I'll show you my bench as well. Got Bruce on the bench. I'm hoping he makes that move to Sheffield United. It'd be fun if he did. And then I bet you it'd be great 4.5 million striker to have. Got Nyland there as well. Everton are really building. They've signed Allen. About to sign James Rodriguez. How you pronounce the name? James Rodriguez. James Rodriguez, probably. And they're building. They're building a bit. So to see how they do as well. Mitchell's on the bench. Dallas is on there as well. So we're going to get to rate my teams right about now. Optimus Prime, how are you doing? Ben Johnson starts again in a fairly first choice team for West Ham. 4 million to watch. Uber won the Golden Boot in 2018-19 season. So, how are you rating teams? Through Twitter. Yeah, I'm going to do that now. Go through them now and hopefully, boom, we're up there and you can see Optimus Prime at the top. And we're gonna go through them, guys. We're gonna go through them, and let's do this. So we're gonna start off with Mr. Optimus Prime. How are you doing? So this is Optimus Prime team. I can't get it any bigger. But it says it's Ramsdale, Walker-Peters, Robertson, Lascelles, Aubameyang, Son, Ward-Prowse, Marnie is captain, DCL, Mitrovic, and Werner. On his bench is Van Argray, Nylands. And who else is that? Oh, that's the Brighton player. I can't pronounce his name, but Taylor from Burnley as well. And yeah, so that's what he's going for. And he says here, any suggested 4.5 midfielder that will definitely start. Oh, these are just people that replied at the bottom. That's what he's screenshotted. But yeah, that's it seems a decent team. We're going to see how Newcastle do, because Newcastle, I think they've signed him. Have they signed him? I think they've signed Jamal Lewis from Norwich, the left back, I think he is. So they've signed him just about, and the link with Callum Wilson, so Aston Villa. So we're going to see where Callum Wilson ends up. I can see him back in the Premier League, definitely. Atravara, how you doing? Long time no see. How you doing, mate? And I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the chat. But basically, just looking at Optimus Prime's team, I do like it. The midfield looks nice. He's opted for Marnie over Salah. It doesn't matter who you go for, because they both are amazing. You know, in games, either one turns up or the other. So you just don't know. So I think he's still a good shout, still a great shout. Marnie is just, I think Marnie could outperform Salah versus Leeds. Who knows? I've seen a few people mention it. We just got to see. DCL, I'm not really a fan of DCL, but he did get quite a few goals last season. I think he got the same, 13 goals DCL got, same as Richarlison last season. But I know he's cheaper than Richarlison, but I can't really bring myself. I think Everton will do well, but only time will tell. We need to watch them carefully, how Everton will do with these new signings. Carlo's a fantastic manager. His experience, one of the biggest managers in the world, and we just got to see. We just got to see how they click. All these players that he's bringing in. We just got to see it. And Mitrovic, over 30% is he owned, and I just really can't bring myself to it. I really can't bring myself to bringing in Mitrovic into my team. And the reason why you can't reply, guys, some of you, is because I changed the settings, because I was going to get a whole lot of people send them in, so I changed the settings just to people that I follow. But maybe next time I'll probably do another one another time. But just for this, I didn't want so many coming through. I would have got loads coming through, so I just changed the settings on it. But next time, guys, next time. Timo Werner up front, and I think he's got a really good stable team. I like it. I like Optimus Prime. I think it's good. I think the midfield's nice. I know a few people going for Ward-Prowse as well. I think it takes free kicks, corners, and penalties. Well, Danny Ings will be the first choice penalty taker, but Ward-Prowse probably the second choice, as we've seen in pre-season so far. And his defence looks pretty stable. I overall really like that team, mate. I do like the team. The bench is a bit 50-50, but I think a hell of a lot of people's benches are going to be like that as well. So I'd give that, I'll give it, a very high mark, 8 or 9 out of 10. It's very hard to give people 10 out of 10, because you don't know what's perfect, so I'm going to give people as high as 8 or 9 out of 10. That's the maximum in this. So I'm going to give it 8.5 out of 10. I think it's, I think it's very good. I think the only problem is Mitrovic, but lad, play your own game. Everyone plays their own game. So I'm going to give you an 8.5 out of 10, something like that. So I think it's a good team. So on to the next one now. Have a look down here. This one's from Simon. Love you to take a look at this as it's been stable the last few days, and I feel I have both balance and also a plan of action to take me to Gameweek 5. So let's have a look at your teammates. Thank you for sending it in. We've got McCarthy. A lot of people going for McCarthy. A lot of people going for him. I know he's cheap. It's 4.5. But I feel more better having Ramsdale. This is me. I'm talking about now. Ramsdale. When I make my team. But I did have McCarthy at the start. I know a lot of people did in their drafts. But I still think it's a good choice. I think Southampton at the back could be a lot more solid this season. I can't see them lose them. Was it like 9-0 last season to Leicester last season? I think they're more stable. I think this centre-back they brought in, I don't even know much about him, but I think he could be decent for him. At the back, we've got Vinagre, Trent, Doherty, and Walker-Peters. Talk a bit about Doherty at the minute. I had him in my team. I keep in and out at the minute, putting him in my team, and I'm not so sure how he's going to do. I know I'm saying this now. I watched a bit of that Spurs programme that's on at the minute, that's circulating around at the minute, that you probably know what I'm on about. And as soon as Kane said something, when he was being like this battle cry in the dressing room to the rest of it, I said, no, I'm not having any Spurs players. I just feel put off now. With Doherty, it's going to be interesting to see. You know, he's got another big man up front with Harry Kane like he had with Jimenez. Will he be the same though? Who thinks here? Who here thinks Doherty's going to do well at Spurs? Put a yes or no if you think. Do you think he's going to do well at Spurs? Yes or no? With Doherty, I think it's going to be 50-50. 6 million, that's what he was, before he made the move. I think it's pushing it a bit, but he's one of those premium defenders. It's no surprise he's 6 million. So I would like him, and I think it's a good choice. I think he's going to probably do. Have to see how they do. You got Everton, you got Southampton, they've got Newcastle. Now last season they just beat Everton 1-0. Last season they played Southampton a couple of times, I think, and they played them in the cup competitions as well. Probably just scrapping it, probably 3-2, 1-1, like that. That's Spurs, and then they lost to Newcastle at home 1-0. What game that was? Walker-Peters as well. Podence. Now, a lot of people talking about him. Somebody was saying in our group, I can't remember who it was, FPL's Live, and they said Traore probably to play attacking fullback. If they don't sign another attacking fullback, Traore to play there. That's going to be interesting. I can't really see it, but it'd be interesting. I don't know what's happening with Maitland-Niles from Arsenal. If anyone can let me know, please let me know. John Harris saying yes to Doherty. Yusuf, how you doing, mate? How you doing? And who else have we got now? Podence. So it's going to be interesting to see, will Podence get more game time? That's going to be interesting. It's a bit of a risk when we don't know if he's we know he's not a regular start. He's a bit rotation with Jota sometimes. Was that sometimes NATO? Not making that same mistake twice when Jota and Salah. We've got Son in there and Aubameyang. 3 out of 4 that midfield, I really do like him. You got the big men up there. You got the big hitters in there with Son, Salah and Aubameyang. Aubameyang captain. You can't go wrong there. I do like that. Werner up there as well. Mitrovic again, like Optimus Prime. Only time will tell if he can really, for a second time or third time, because he played for Newcastle, cut it in the Premier League. I think he got 11 goals last time he was in the Premier League. That was with Fulham. So it's basically the same team as last time. So it's going to be interesting. I don't know, because Fulham haven't really built. They've signed Reed. They signed, I don't know who else to sign, but it's not really exciting me. If I was a Fulham fan, I'd think, oh, God. The only time would tell. You never know. They could finish 8th. Can't really see it, but, anything could happen. It's football. It's a funny game. And people doubted Wickham in the League One last season, and they went up. Bench-wise, Button, Smallbone, Taylor and Brewster. Now, another one with Taylor, waiting for those Burnley fixtures. Burnley pretty sound. They got Pope in goal. Smallbone, we don't know too much about him. I was looking at him and Sims in the drafts. And a bit of rotation. Not going to be certain starters, I don't think. You got your Armstrongs, you got Ward-Prowse, you got Redmonds. They're going to be starters in that midfield. And Brewster in there as well. See how he does. I hope he makes that move to Sheffield United. That'd be fun. So with this, I'm going to give it, because I'm not going to do a 10. I'm going to try not do 10s. Well, do 10 out of 10, because you know what I mean. So I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Probably just near an 8. I think it's good, but I think you need to have a look at Podence. I'm just not so sure if he's going to start or not. Who knows? Maybe they'll do a Traore, put him attacking fullback. Who knows? But I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. But thank you for sending that in, Simon. Appreciate it. Next one's from FPL Trent 66. What a name. Love it. And next one we've got is so we've got Ryan in goal. We've got 5 at the back. My God. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Doherty, Egan, Walker-Peters, and Tyranny. That's how you pronounce his name. 5 at the back. It's a bit risky. I've seen a few 5 at the back teams. We've got in midfield Salah's captain, Son, and Aubameyang. That's a nice midfield, that. The same template-ish midfield. What we're all seeing at the minute, and what will probably the most popular. Mitrovic again, and Harry Kane up front. Harry Kane never starts off well, but he's gone for double. He's gone for Son and Kane. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do Spurs, like I said. But I feel it's a bit risky going for double, in my opinion. Double Spurs attack. He's gone for triple Spurs, but he's gone for double attack. So I think just stick with the one, mate. I think just have the one attacker for Spurs. I'd recommend just having Son. It's cheaper than Kane, and it's better. I think, in my opinion, just stick with one. Play it safe, because we don't know how Spurs are going to do. It could be a recipe for disaster. I don't think everything's going to be easy. It wasn't easy last time. I don't think Southampton's going to be easy. I mean, even Newcastle beat Spurs 1-0 at Spurs last season. So I think your bet was just Son, mate, and then use that cash. The Harry Kane cash was someone else. Button, Brewster again, lad from Fulham, and Romero. Not particularly exciting bench. And I think you probably need to look at taking Romero out. I'm probably looking... How much is Romero? Is he about 4.5? I think you can get someone better. I think you can get someone a bit more better in that team. But I'm going to give that team another Doherty owner as well. I'm going to give it a... I'm not so keen on it as much, but I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I think it's nice. I think that defence looks nice. You're going 5 at the back. Midfield looks nice. Forward line just a bit 50-50, but do have a think about it, mate. Just have the one Spurs attacker, because it, could be a bit too risky, but I'm going to give it 7 out of 10. But thank you for sending that in. I really appreciate it. Next one is FPL Liam. I've probably got loads here. But we're going to be all day, but I can't wait to get through these, and looking forward to doing this stream. A lot of people will come through. Triple Spurs, Yusuf. McCarthy, this is from Liam. Trent, Vinagre, Walker Peters, Robertson. So double local defence. I nearly went for that, but when you think of Chelsea and Arsenal after Leeds, I think Leeds could probably score against us. You never know. And then midfield-wise, Son, the Fulham fella. The only... guys, the only one from Fulham I'd recommend going for is Mitrovic, because there's no one else in that team, in that Fulham team, that attacking wise, that excites me. That makes me think, yeah, go for this guy. So just go for Mitrovic if you want a Fulham player. I just can't see the goals or assists, but goals come from anywhere else except Mitrovic this season. Salah there as well, Aubameyang. So it's still a nice midfield, like it. Adams up front instead of Danny Ings. I was thinking of going for Che Adams instead of Danny Ings myself. You're saving about 2.5 million. And I think Che Adams, he scored all his goals. It was quite funny. Just scored all his goals in Project Restart. Was it 4 goals? And he got 4 assists as well. But, I hope this is the season he turns things around, because I do like him. I think he's a good player. He was good for Birmingham, as Nath would know. But only time will tell to see if he turns things around. Werner's up there as well. We've got Stevens on the bench, Davies on the bench. Now, is Davies going to get much game time? They play one strike up front, unless they do the old Martin O'Neill days where they played 2 up front. You got Samatta and Wesley ahead of Davies, and after they sign Callum Wilson, you got 4 strikers there. You got 3 strikers in front of Davies. So, I think you should opt for. Well, you can't in the minute, but just keep Trent and Salah and have Brewster, or wait till the move. If the move does happen to Sheffield United, then you'll be okay. So then you can bring Brewster in. If he moves to Sheffield United, mate, bring in Brewster for Davis. instead, because they're both 4.5. Wan-Bissaka in there as well. United got decent fixtures, but it's United, isn't it? The defence depends if Dean Henderson starts in goal instead. So thank you for that. I'm going to give that team I think it's decent. I just don't like the Fulham lad. I think you can, if you wanted to go for Mitrovic, because I can't see much from him. I can't. So I'm gonna go. I'd like your defence. It's nice. It looks solid enough. So I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. I think it's decent. I like it. Next one is from FPL Alter. He's got is that the Chelsea keeper? Oh, Caper, yeah, Caper. In goal. Speculation if he's going to stay or not, who knows. And Trent Alexander-Arnold, Walker, Vinagre in that defence. We get the same template again. I've got Barnes in there, but I'm 50-50 about Barnes. Is he going to do well this season? I know he did all right, but I'm not so sure about Leicester this season, but I'm not so sure about Harvey Barnes. He could easily be rotated as well. And he's a lot of money. I think, is he 7 million? Is Harvey Barnes 7 million? Do let me know. I can get someone better. You can, but it could be a good punt against West Brom away. But I'm just not sold on Barnes. I had him, and it was 50-50 for me. And they were particularly easy fixtures as well. What I had them in, but I'm just not so sure. Another one as well. We've got Son, but Saka. I've seen a few people have this 5.5 midfield of Saka. Now that it's signed Willian, I know Saka can also play left back, attacking left back for Arsenal. But is he going to get the game time? Is Saka still going to get the game time? Is he going to get many minutes? That's the thing. It's going to be a bit rotation, but I can just see him mostly being on the bench for Arsenal in a lot of games this season coming. So I think question mark over Barnes and Saka. Mitrovic, I think this is like the 4th or 5th team in a row I've seen Mitrovic. Not in a row, but 4th time now probably. Danny Ings, Werner and Mitrovic up front. But question mark, I'll let you off of Mitrovic, we've gone through this, but with question mark over Barnes and Saka, I'm not so sure about those two. I don't feel they're going to pick you up many points. But that's my opinion. But I don't think Saka's going to get many minutes. I think it's going to get quite a lot of minutes, but I don't think it's going to get as many minutes as last season. I think we're signing Willian, and I think it's going to be strange. It's going to be something. It's going to be interesting to see how many minutes Saka does get for Arsenal. Barnes as well. So just question marks over those two. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Now look at chat. FPL Magicians, how you doing? Welcome back to stream. Guys, if you're new around here, please do consider hitting the subscribe button. Really do appreciate it. If you're enjoying the video, please give it a like. Leave a like. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And share the stream on Twitter and Facebook, wherever. Thank you so much. How bad is this? Doherty to anyone cheaper? Anything else? Let's have a look at your team. And it looks like we've got Ryan and Johnston. West Brom had just recently signed Button. Looks like it's going to be their second goalkeeper. Could be competition for Johnston at West Brom. They just signed him from Brighton. So just let everyone know that Button is no longer with Brighton. He is with West Brom. It was confirmed about 2 hours ago. And or a few hours ago. Doherty at the back, Lamptey. We'll have to see how he does. Usually plays midfield sometimes. He was quite good last season. Taylor in there as well. Walker Peters. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Why do you keep getting them all? So I just don't know what to get. I just feel it's fair. It's a fair one. 7 out of 10. I'm not giving anyone 10 out of 10 because it's hard to give someone 10 out of 10. You know, so I'm just rating it from 1, probably 0 to 9 out of 10. So that's what I'm rating it. So this is the midfield now. Ali, Salah, Saka and Greenwood and Foden. I see what you're doing there. Using that money, but you're going to bench Greenwood and Foden. That's what a lot of people are doing. And I've got no problem with that. I think that's a clever idea. And I do like Greenwood. I probably might go for Greenwood myself, but I still haven't got my head around my own damn team at the minute. Thank you so much for subscribing. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I can't really see. I need to look more close at the screen. Chat's very small. But thank you so much for subscribing. We do appreciate it. Severe lack of Danny Ings in these teams. And so as I was saying, Greenwood, I do like Greenwood. I'm a big fan of him. Even though I support Liverpool, I'm a big fan of Greenwood. And I feel he could be a good one go. He's the cheapest out of him, Rashford, Martial, Bruno Fernandes. And I know probably a lot of people are probably opting for him instead of Bruno, or definitely probably won't be going for Rashford because he's not someone who picks up a lot of points in FPL, last season compared to Martial, Bruno and Greenwood. I know Greenwood's starting a bit more later, getting starts later in the season. But I think it's a good move, that, and I do like that. He's planning ahead. He's planning for game week 2. I like it. It's got Kane up front, Brewster in there as well. DCL 50-50 about him. But I'm going to give this team I'm going to give it an 8. I'm going to give it an 8. 8 out of 10. I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. You can see there he's got 2.5 million left as well. So he's got his Man United in there. He's got his City in there. And he's got 2.5 to take with him. That's pretty decent, that. So I do like that. So maybe upgrade DCL to Danny Ings. Maybe do that. Would be a good idea. So, but I do like it. I think it's worth a 7.5 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10. I think it's decent. I like it. Kareem, how you doing, my friend? Welcome. Long time no see. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. FPL Cobra, I saw this before. Roast it. Cobra, who is in our FPL's live group chat. McCarthy at the back. I've talked about this guy. If you follow me on Twitter, Ben Johnson started 3 out of 3 league games for West Ham, probably in Project Restart last season. 20 years old. He can play right back. That's his preferred position. Left back as well, and also right mid. He's doing well for the under 21s. And I think he could break out. He could be a breakout star. I'm saying it now in the stream. I think he could do well this season. I think he could break into the first team. Who knows? I know you got Fredericks there. But I feel it could be a good one to have. As a 4 million. Okay, fair enough. Before you all come into chats, West Ham have got terrible fixtures. They have got terrible fixtures after the Newcastle game. But it could be a good one to have for when they do get better. He's only 4 million. He's not like 5 million. Or 4.5. You got Justin there as well. Now, he could be going back to left back. That's his preferred position, I believe, because they just signed a right back from Atalanta. Can't remember his name. And he looks like he'll be starting at right back. And Justin will be going to left back. Question is, what will happen to Ricardo Pereira when he comes back, the right back? Will he get his place back, or will he be fighting for it again? Who knows? Because it sounds like he's back in October, I believe, Pereira. And Trent in there, Vinagre, Uber, Ali, Pereira, and Mane. And I think Pereira's going to be a decent shout. I know I've got him. I got him in my team. He's only just over 4% owned. If he was 5.5, I think a lot more going for him. I think he's going to be a good player this season. I do think he is. I think, okay, it's a different field game. He's never played in the Premier League like Mitrovic has. So only time will tell. But I do rate West Brom's attack better than Fulham's, and I say that now because I think likes of Matty Phillips, they signed the lad from re-signed the lad from West Ham just recently, Grosicki, and they want to get that other attacking midfielder who they had on loan last season. So it's going to be interesting how they build that team more. I rate their attack better than Fulham's. The service, service wise. Up front, we've got Danny Ings, we've got Werner as well. It's a nice team. It's pretty similar to mine, I think. Pretty similar, and I do like it. But the only thing is, will Johnson start? I hope he starts against Newcastle. I like his bench. He's got Dallas in there for the easier fixtures than the Liverpool game, and they are easier. Hopefully they are for them. And Aston Villa, and is it Fulham as well? They've got in Gameweek 3. Who knows? And I do like it. It depends if Gordon breaks out as well into the team. He got a few starts, a few games last season for Everton. But will they struggle now with the likes of Allen or James Rodriguez signing? Who knows? But I do like that team, and I'm going to give it a 8.5 out of 10. I'm going to give it 8.5 out of 10. Ricardo Pereira, Yusuf, is the best all-around right-back in the Premier League. Right, so thank you for that, Cobra. I'm not really going to roast that. I like it, mate. I like it. So, nothing to roast about it, in my opinion. Next one is from FPL Discussion. He's put McCarthy, Trent, Vinagre, Dyer, St. Maximum, Aubameyang, Captain Salah, Armstrong, and Dele Alli. Up front, Vernon, Ings again. On the bench, Button, Mitchell. A lot of hype behind this guy as well. Another one who could break out in the season. Brewster and Taylor. I do like it. I think the midfield looks interesting. I like it because you've got Armstrong in there. Depends if Ali, the chock-a-block fixtures with Spurs. Is Ali going to get much game? I think Ali could get a few games, but I don't know. I wouldn't touch Ali at the minute because I don't know. Do you guys think Ali is going to get? Do you think he's going to start versus Everton? Do you think he's a good one to have? I think he's a good player. I think if he starts, then you're on to a winner because I think he's a very good player, with the assists and stuff and can score as well. And he's about $1 million cheaper than Son. So I do like that move. It just all depends if he's going to start. And midfield, St. Maximum as well. I'm excited about Newcastle's team. Signing Lewis, could sign Callum Wilson. That's what St. Maximum wants, to get better service and also to feed those balls in as well to a better striker than Joe Linton as well, because Callum Wilson's better than him. He is. And so St. Maxim will benefit from that. He really will. So I think that's a really good team. I'm going to give that a 8.5 out of 10. I think the defence, I'm just a bit 50-50 about Dyer, how he's going to do. Is he going to start games? I know Vertonghen has moved on. Bench is alright. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. 8.5. I think I'm going to give it that. So thank you for your team discussion. Really appreciate it. Different looking team. Ali plays second striker, but will he do that when the season starts? It's going to be it's going to be the 4-2-3-1, isn't it? It's going to be that. I would like to see play a 4-4-2. Son and Kane up front. Be interesting. Next one we've got is I saw this before. FPL League from Matt. Feels too West Ham heavy. What do you think? Well, I'll tell you something. I didn't know Souček had 3 other brothers. Wow. Okay. It's Souček. That midfield though, you can't go wrong there with 4 Součeks in there. But the defence is the same template-ish team. You've gone for Ramsdale. I like the Ramsdale pick. I do recommend getting Ramsdale in. Ings and Vardy up front. Let's talk about Vardy. First team with Vardy in. Top scorer last season, so it's going to be interesting to see if he can replicate that form and, 23 goals, 24 goals last season and bring it to this season. He's about 32, 33 now, is he? I'm not saying that's old, but I'm just saying, is he going to be the same Vardy he was for like 2 or 3 seasons? Is he going to be the same Vardy? Is it, as you get older? But I don't know. Is he going to have a better team around him? I'm just not so sure. I do think Vardy will still do well, and I think it's a good game, West Brom away for him. I think that's a decent game. I don't think any game's easy. I think West Brom will still be tight. I think they're signing some good players at the back, you know. But I feel if someone's got to score for Leicester, I'm going to say Vardy to score. I think Vardy will score. I think it's a no-brainer. It's someone from Leicester. I think it's got to be Vardy Party. Bench-wise, Johnson, the Fulham lad, and Brewster, Nyland as well. And also we've got Justin again, and it'd be a good one to have as well. Bellerin, if he's going to start, who knows? But I do like the team. I know just put a whole lot of Součeks in midfield, man. But it's gonna be fun if that did happen in real life. But I'll give that. I know you've put all those Součeks in. I'll just because I'm gonna just give it because you're not put. I hope you understand, man. But I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. 5.5 out of 10. Probably because the midfield's full of Součeks. But thank you for sending it in. I really appreciate it. And I've seen the funny side of it. Really appreciate it. But probably a low rating there, 5.5 or something. But I do like the attack. Good strike force, defence, and goalkeeper. Really like that, mate. Really appreciate it. Thank you for so much for sending that in. 21 people, guys. How are you all doing? Please subscribe. Really appreciate it. John Magic. Salah and Antonio out for Rashford and Martial. Game week 2 for -4. Wow. So Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to have his captain Martinez. Depends if he's going to start in goal for Arsenal. Because Leno's back. Is Leno going to start instead of Martinez or Martinez? Who knows? Defence, Tierney, Doherty and Walker-Peters. Midfield, we've got Mount. I'm 50-50 about Mount. And also, I think he's still going to start. They signed Havertz. They signed Ziyech. Well, I think Mount will just play in that centre mid role, won't he? I think they'll just have him in behind the front three. That's how it will go. So I still think he'll start, but I'm not really sold on Mount. I'm not really sold on him. I think you could. I'm interested to see what Havertz's price is. What do we think Havertz's price will be, guys? How much do we think Havertz will be in FPL? I'm saying 8.5 or probably 9 million. 8.5 or 9 million, I'm saying. Pereira in there as well. Got you got Antonio. I think it's a very good pick. Very, not a bold pick, but I think it's a very good pick, should we say? Because he was doing well in Project Restart, especially when he scored 4 against Norwich. Now Newcastle building, they seem more tight at the back than Norwich were, and I think Antonio, you can't go wrong there. But Haller's been playing well in pre-season. I'm sure he got a hat trick the other week against a team. So Haller's back from injury now, so he'll be up for getting that starting place back. Unless they go for 2 up front, who knows? But I think that's a good pick because you're saying Salah and Antonio out for Rashford and Martial in game week 2 for -4. You can't go wrong there. I think that's intriguing. I'm thinking of taking Salah out in game week 2 for Bruno Fernandes. Now you're probably going to go, no, don't do that. But, I don't know if I fancy having Salah in for Chelsea and Arsenal. Well, I'd rather have him for the Leeds game. I'd rather him the Leeds game. Yeah, Mount will be Pulisic. Yeah, once fit. So yeah. Okay, cool. Really appreciate that. Hi Penguin, how do you share our teams? Oh, it's because I did it on Twitter, but I changed the settings. But I'll just check if I can just check the settings now. If I can change the settings. I hope I can. I don't think I can. Unfortunately, guys, I don't think I can. No, because now I posted it. I don't think I can. But unfortunately, guys. So maybe next time I'll do another stream. I only did this because the settings because I just wanted to keep it to a limited, people that I follow on Twitter and stuff, and because I know I'll probably get loads through them be here all day. So next time, guys. But really appreciate that you're intrigued. You want to send them in, and I will be more than happy to rate them for you in the next stream. So, as I was saying, John, I didn't get to rate it. I'm gonna rate it. I like your idea. I think it's intriguing. I'm going to give it a 8.5 out of 10. I think Mount could be a decent differential. I think it could be. I'm going to give it 8.5 out of 10. I like it. I will like them, of course. I know I'm not liking them, aren't I? I'll like them later. Salah will love that Chelsea defence. Well, they're signing like Thiago Silva and Chilwell, and Chelsea are building. It's either going to go one way with this Chelsea team, with Frank's team. Is it going to do well? They won't win the league. I can't see that. I mean, it'd be something if they won the league, but it seems like it's going to be a recipe for disaster. But what do you guys think? Do you think Chelsea are going to win the league this season? Or do you feel like, no, that's pushing it, that's pushing it. I don't think they're going to win the league. Because I don't think it. I'm not going to say much about it, but I don't think they will. I think it's going to be... Now, I'm going to be biased because I'm a Liverpool fan, but I feel Liverpool need to build a bit more. City are building, but who knows who's going to win it? As long as it's not Man City. But yeah, this is another one now. McCarthy, Vinagre, Justin, Trent Alexander-Arnold, St. Maximum, Armstrong, Salah, Aubameyang, Saka again, Jimenez and Ings. First one with Jimenez in the team. And just move that across. And we've got Jimenez up front. And that's going to be a bold move, but we're going to see how, because he won't have the service, from Doherty, or maybe Johnny as well, but mainly no Doherty anymore. So it's going to be interesting how Jimenez does without, Doherty on that right side, bombing up that right wing with Traore. So it's going to be interesting. I was looking at a post, and I do feel Wolves could struggle this season if they don't build or replace Doherty. In my opinion, I feel Wolves won't do as good as they did last season. I feel they could struggle, but not struggle, but I feel they need to improve on some parts. Mostly that defence. And St. Maximum there, Armstrong, I like them picks, good differentials. Armstrong's a good one. He was doing alright in Project Restart, keep calling it pre-season. And I feel he could be a good move, a good punt to have. He's cheaper than Ward-Prowse, probably 0.5 cheaper, so it could be a good one to have. And Saka just got a question mark over, like I did a few teams back. He's got Lascelles on the bench as well, Mitrovic on the bench, so you're not starting Mitrovic. That's interesting. See, I would rather, I'm not a fan of Mitrovic. I'd say start Mitrovic over Saka, definitely. Definitely start Mitrovic over Saka this game week, definitely. But overall, looks a good team. I like it. You got some good differentials. St. Maximum could be even better this season. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I'm just judging the starting lineup as well, but 8 out of 10 probably. Probably pushing for an 8.5 out of 10, but I'm going to say 8 or 8.5 out of 10. But thank you for sending that in. And that's everybody. Wow, that's that seems to be everybody. Let's just refresh the page. Have we missed anybody out? Because we haven't refreshed the page. Then that's everybody. But anyway, right, we'll go back to my team now. That's done rating your teams. I hope you enjoyed that part. But let's talk about my team. And what do you want to talk about? Any players you guys want me to search for, stats-wise, on SofaScore, do let me know. I do feel I do like this team. Like I was saying earlier in the video, I'm 95% there or 90% there. 90% there. I think the ones I've got a question mark over are Walker-Peters, Souček, and that's it. They're the only two I've got a question mark over in this team. Brewster, I'm hoping he makes that move. Because what I will probably do is, if Brewster does make that move to Sheffield United, I will then downgrade Souček to 4.5 million Curtis Jones. because I can't do it at the minute because I've got a maximum of 3 Liverpool players. And that will save me 0.5, and then I could save that and then upgrade Danny Ings to Martial. But I don't really want to part with Danny Ings because I feel he's going to do well this season. So what I could do is then probably get rid of Ziyech, and then bring in Greenwood, or get rid of Salah and bring in Bruno Fernandes. That's what I probably could do. Risky midfield that. Souček, Salah, Aubameyang, Pereira and Ziyech. I think that's a great midfield, that. Well, I think, question marks if Pereira's going to do well this season. Souček, we don't know if he's got the virus or not. We'll have to find out from David Moyes the day before in the press conference. And then we can sort it out then. Everyone's changing the teams once again with about 24 hours left or less. But I really do like that midfield. I like Ziyech because I think he's going to be one of the players of the season. Corners, free kicks. The guy's amazing. And I feel he's going to be amazing. I feel a lot of people are overlooking him. I know he's 8 million. Maybe they're waiting for Havertz. 15.1 million. He's got a bit of a knee injury. We're going to see what Lamp says in the press conference, if he's going to play or not, or what the update is. But if he does, if he's back, I'm going to keep him. I think he's great. If he's taking free kicks and corners, it's a bonus. If you have a player like Trent who takes corners as well, that's a bonus. That is a bonus, guys. That is a bonus. Guys, if you're enjoying the video, give it a like. I do it every 15-20 minutes. Hit the like button. Really appreciate it. And please subscribe. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I don't think the penguin's popping up today. It's not working at the moment, so maybe next time. But yeah, I do like this team because FPL Lad was talking about Mitchell a lot, and got Dallas in there as well. Brewster, Nyland as well. He's probably going to be third keeper when Heaton comes back, and Aston Villa will link with Romero as well. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens on Nyland. I probably need to go for Button instead of Nyland. He's 4 million. That's what everyone's plan is. Are you guys still going to go for Button, even though he's moved to West Brom? I think you should. Because, if Sam Johnston gets injured and Button's in, But I do like that team. I think Danny Ings is going to do well this season. I do think Walker Peters is the question mark, the one I got a question mark over. So that's the only one I think about. Because if we go on transfers, right, guys, easy peasy FC. That's what I call my team. And we're going to just have a look as well. We're going to have a look. Team selected by. And if you can see right here, we've got I'm just going to move my chat along a bit so I can see myself. Vardy at 16.6%, quite an underrated ownership that, because, kind of overlooked. 10 million is a bit, isn't that bad because he got top goal scorer, so what do you expect? I mean, and Kane's in there as well. Antonio, a lot of people going for 1 week punt. Now, what's everyone's thoughts on this? People have been thinking, set your team out. I was watching Elite FPL the other night. I can't remember if it was with Dave, Andy, or Capkin. It was one of them. And Steve-O asked if they were going to, if they thought it was a good idea, what a lot of people could be doing, is to set their team out for Game Week 1 and then wildcard in Game Week 2. Who here likes that idea? I'm a bit 50-50 with that. It made me think. I was a bit on the side, I don't think that's a good idea, because once that wildcard's gone, it's gone. It's gone, and I want to try and save my wildcard as long as I can. I want to save as long as I can, because we don't know if this virus is going to hit again, do we? We don't know, with these games being postponed again, or just some games, and it's going to be so many blank game weeks this year. We already got our first blank game week 1. How many more blank game weeks are we going to have, before this year ends? Who knows? And it's best to keep that. We can use it until the 28th of December. That's game week 16. So God knows when I'm going to use it, unless I'm that desperate to use it. But who knows, guys? If you're there, just do let me know. What do you think? Will you be using your wildcard? Will you be setting your team out for game week 1 and wildcarding in number 2? Yes or no? Give us a yes or no in chat. But I do like that. The plays I'm looking at here in midfield wise, I see people 34.8% going in for KDB. Going in for KDB. You're getting the big man in early. You're getting him in early, and I do like that. I don't hate it. I think it's good, but it's a lot of money, and you could spread that money out elsewhere. But my plan is to bring in Kevin De Bruyne for Aubameyang in game week 3, because City have Leicester City, then they have Leeds, then they have Arsenal, then they have West Ham, then they have Sheffield United, and they could do something against us, Liverpool. Kevin De Bruyne, he equalled Thierry Henry's assist record. He didn't break it, I don't think, but I think he'll be wanting to break it this season, Kevin De Bruyne. So he's a must-have. Again, he's a must-have. He definitely is. So I would take out Aubameyang to fund that, and that will save me 0.5 if the price, don't change. We're getting quite a few. No. Destroyed my rank last year. That's from Ashley. No. 4 no's. Wow. Yeah. It was no surprise really, because that's what I'm on as well. That the no side as well, because I just feel once you get rid of it, it's gone. So early, it's gone. And then your rivals, I've got it. I haven't got patience. I haven't got patience to keep it. But I'm gonna keep it and only use it when I'm that desperate to use it. Defensive wise, Doherty's 25.7%, Van Dijk at 24.6%. A lot of people opting for likes of Van Dijk, Robbo, Gomez instead of Trent. But you can't rule out Trent. Something about a lot of injury he's got, but you can't rule out Trent because he's just so good. He's just so good, and I think he's going to have another wonderful season again. I think Robertson is as well. I'd love to have both of them. God knows if I will end up with both of them game week 1. Who knows? Stay tuned for that. But I think Trent, you've definitely got to have. He's essential. Trent's essential. I think he's just so good of a player. I'd say if you wanted to bring Trent in, not bring him in, I think the best time to bring Trent in my opinion, my God, it's probably all them fixtures. Bring Trent in start of game week 4 against Villa. But hell, look at these fixtures here starting game week 9 till game week 18. They're lovely fixtures, aren't they? They're lovely fixtures, just saying. Nice to captain Salah and Mane for all them fixtures. Maybe Trent if you're feeling lucky. Egan's in there as well. Feeling confident with my double Sheffield United defence. Bruno Fernandes, 24.2%. Traore, can we just talk about Traore? Another one like Barnes. But with Traore, the guy is 6.5 million. What he doesn't. If it Wolves in real life football, he's amazing. But in FPL, he doesn't cut it for me. I'm not sold on him. 4 goals and 9 assists last season, and if he's going to be pushed to attacking fullback, which I can't see happening, it's not worth it. 6.5. I can't understand why. He's nearly owned by 20%, but, play your own game. But that's what I'm shocked about. And he was in one of my players to avoid in FPL videos 2 weeks ago. Liverpool and Spurs currently both losing their friendlies to Blackpool and Watford. Yeah, I've just noticed that, guys. It has popped up. Watford are winning 1-0 against Spurs. And Blackpool are beating my team, Liverpool, 1-0 at Anfield. Friendlies. I think Liverpool and Spurs are missing a lot of top players due to international duty. But still, we should be, friendlies wise. But it's only friendly. Blackpool could be probably doing it over us again 3 times. They beat us twice when they were in the Premier League, they beat us home and away. That was embarrassing. But we did have a pretty bad team. Well, 50-50 team. Not as good as we have now. But that's the latest scores at the minute. Stevens in there. Lundstrom. Now, how does everyone think Lundstrom's going to do? 5.5. He scored against Preston yesterday. Lord Lundstrom started and scored in a 2-2 draw against Preston. Just let you guys know as well. Mitrovic is there. I'm just going to have a look as well. If I can have a look and tell you guys who scored. I want to have a look for the friendlies that are on now. If I can tell you, if I can find out who scored. I hope I can find out. It's not updated. I might have to check One Football. Hopefully it will let me know if it can. If it can let me know, it'd be because I do like following them, and I don't think they're gonna. Well, I can tell you now. CJ Hamilton scored for Blackpool. Not that it matters in FPL, but he scored. Liverpool team. Do you want to know the Liverpool team playing Blackpool? I'm here shaking my head. Guess what it is? Alisson in goal. Milner. Never heard of that guy. Matip. Hoover. Fabinho. Keita. Attacking three. Mane, Minamino, Salah and Firmino up front. That's the team starting against Blackpool that's losing 1-0 to them. Should be doing better. Come on, Liverpool. I need to say, come on, Blackpool. Come on, Liverpool. It's a battle of the pools. And Spurs team that is losing to Watford at the minute is Joe Hart. Joe Hart is starting in goal. Got another lad, never heard of him, at left back. Sanchez, Carter, Vickers, Aurier, Ndombele, White, Mora, Ali, Lamella and Son. Son is playing as a striker. So that's the team that's losing to Watford. Just to let you guys know. But yeah. My God. Bournemouth 2, West Ham 0. Johnson will be staying on my bench. Is Johnson starting? My God. Oh my God. This is something. This is something. Ashley, I know someone who has Lundstrom in their team. Blackpool in disguise. Oh my God. Liverpool Spurs. Oh, come on, Liverpool. You should be doing better than that. I mean, no disrespect to Blackpool. Blackpool did well against Everton. They got 3-3 draw. And Everton, this is recently at Bloomfield Road. About a week ago, 10 days ago. And Blackpool drew 3-3. Fair enough. They were like 3-0 up Blackpool. And then Everton got 2 back. And it was 3-2 to Blackpool at half time. So... But they had players like Siggy, DCL, I think Richarlison, I'm not too sure. But there was probably one non-first teamer starting. But like 9 or 10 of the ones starting for Everton were first teamers. Finished 3-3. Bloody hell. And they're beating Liverpool. Tell you something. Got high hopes for Blackpool. They'll be going up to Championship next season. If they can pull this off. And... But yeah, guys, thank you so much for subscribing. Really appreciate it. 607 subscribers. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Please like the video. Really appreciate it. Hit the like button. But that's what I'm going for. And let's just flip the page a bit. We've seen here Antonio. West Ham have got those terrible fixtures, as we know. They're making me cringe by looking at them after Gameweek 1. Arsenal, Wolves, Leicester. Now, they could surprise us. And just like that. City, Spurs away, Liverpool away. They get easier. Start to Fulham at home. So it's going to be interesting, that. Did anyone see Mark Noble tweet last night? Things not looking good. Yeah, I heard about that. The player that left, that was sold. That's gone to West Brom. Yeah, I saw that. It's sad that. It is sad that. But it just shows, West Ham fans, they don't like their owners. West Ham fans are a club that's got a huge hatred towards their owners, like Newcastle have with Mike Ashley. And it's sad to see owners ruining a club like that. And, it's sad because he's such a good player and the owners have just kicked him out like that. It's just got rid of him. Anyway, but yeah, this is going to be the next page. Let's have a look at the next page. And And you got Tammy Abraham, 7 million. The question is, who's going to be the second striker? I mean, the one who's going to be on the bench. Timo Werner's going to be starting, but you've got him, Werner, Giroud, and Tammy. Is Tammy going to be third choice now? Or is he going to be second choice? I think Tammy's going to be second, and Giroud is going to be third, or maybe Giroud will probably move on. But I think Giroud will probably be third choice. Tammy's young. He's hungry for this. Giroud's getting all night experience. He's scored worldies. He's scored great goals, Giroud, in his career. And I think he won the French league with Montpellier. I think that's why Arsenal signed him. I think that was years ago. But he's that good of a player, Giroud. But I feel Tammy needs to be the second choice now. I feel he needs to be the second choice. If not, Tammy then needs to probably move on if he's not in Frank's plans, and then get more game time. Because it's obvious Timo Werner is going to be first choice. He's going to be starting. And do you think West Ham and Arsenal fans damage their club's chances of doing well? I don't want to go into it too much. You know, you've got Arsenal fan TV, you've got West Ham fans. You know, Arsenal as well, they've got a problem with their owner, or owners, I think it's just owner. But, you know, I don't want to get into it. I think, you know, there's a lot of negativity. I'll put it short. There's a lot of negativity you see with clubs. You know, the fans are angry. It's like with Blackpool. Blackpool were fighting against the Oystons. They were owners of Blackpool. They got rid of them last year. Was it February or March last year? The fight against them for years and years. And it's like that. Owners are greedy. I think Charlton have got rid of theirs. I think Charlton Athletic have won a court case against theirs. But it's sad to see, especially the smaller clubs like Blackpool. You know the ones who haven't got much money as the Prem teams. It's really sad to see that. It really is. But, you know, fans get angry. Fans love their team. But I don't want to see violence. Nobody wants to see violence. If you want to protest, keep it peaceful. Keep it peaceful. You know, just, you know, when they've done protests in the past. But don't do violence. You know, it's. Oh, I'm not saying there's been some violence in some teams, but with Arsenal and West Ham, you know, they've got owners they need to get rid of because they're not giving the money. I don't know the whole story of it. So maybe one day, hopefully soon, Arsenal and West Ham can get rid of those owners and get new owners in. But hopefully, keep it peace. You know, calm everything. You know what I mean? The atmosphere, should we say? This is from Charlie. Tammy will be second choice, yeah. If Chelsea need a goal, they will put Werner out wide and Tammy through middle. Yeah, so if a few people were saying that, putting Werner on the wing, he's going to play as a sole striker. He's going to play in the middle, but maybe push him on the wing when it comes to rotation or something like substitutions. So I do agree with that, Charlie. I do agree with that. But yeah, it's interesting. You know, Grealish on there. How do we think Grealish can do? I'm going to say it now. He's underrated. Guy's underrated, and thank God he's in the England team. What else does this guy have to do to get an England team? I mean, I know he didn't play with a particularly great Villa team like he did last season, and it's hard, you know. And it's, you know, he's that good. I feel he's a good player. He's a good player, very good player, Grealish, and no matter what anyone says, I think he's underrated. I'm glad he's in the England team, finally in the England team, and I hope he does well for them. I really hope he does. And but I want Villa to build a bit more. Maybe if they sign Callum Wilson, if they improve that defence a bit more, signing Matty Cash is a plus. If they just sign a bit more on that, they don't need too much in attack because El Ghazi and Trezeguet, Gray, how do you pronounce the name? Are good enough. They are very good, you know, they're good attacking players. But they need to sort that defence out a bit more. They could sign Romero. Reyna's gone to Lazio. His loan expired. So I probably would like Grealish if Villa built a bit more in the next 5 days, probably Thursday, and see what the team's like. I might have a look at Grealish if they do sign Callum Wilson. 7 million, decent price. Always plays unless he goes to Manchester United. Who's this from? Oh, if Aston Villa get Wilson, then I'll be interested in Grealish for FPL. Oh, is that? Yeah, you're talking about Grealish. I thought you were talking about that new lad they signed. It was 7 million from Ajax. But yeah, it's. I think I'd be interested in Grealish if they sign Wilson, and signed a few defenders as well. They just need well, they signed probably another defender, signed another goalkeeper. I'm hoping Aston Villa are a better team than they were last season. You know, they just survived, and you know, especially that wink, that Sheffield United game, that goal that went in. But I won't go too far into that. But they were lucky. But they've got to really up the game this season. They've got to really up their game, I feel. And players, how we're going to think? How do we think Willian's going to do? 8.6 million. And I just think with my team here, how I'm probably going to go for it. If Souček doesn't play, bam, he's out. If Brewster moves to Sheffield United, I'll probably change Souček to Curtis Jones, because I can have a maximum 3 local players then. And I'll start Brewster, so I'll have like Werner, Brewster, Ings, Uber, Ziyech, Salah, Pereira, Trent, Egan, Walker-Peters, Ramsdale's 11. So that's what I'll probably have. So it'd be like a 3-4-3 formation. You know, I'm 90% there. I just don't know. I do like it. I do like this team. I do like it, and I think it's. If you're looking at this team now, guys, who would you say? Who would you put a question mark over in my team right now? If you look at this team, who would you think, I'm not so sure about that player, Penguin? Who would you say in this team you're looking at now? This is my team. You would think, I'm not so sure. Maybe you get someone else. Who are you not so sure about in this team? Who do you not like in this team the most? Who do you not like in this team? You can pick more than one. Who do you not like? Do let me know. But yeah, it's just one of them really. So I'm just gonna have a look at chat. Just doing more. Right, there we go. Yeah, I'm just checking the stream, still going. I've got another subscriber. Thank you so much for subscribing. We do appreciate it. How are we all doing? Cobra Cavan Anhol is back in training. Ooh! He's back in training. The first team left back for Crystal Palace could hinder Mitchell's position. It could. Oh, the Penguins popped up. Finally. Took your time, didn't you, Penguin? Watching on the stream. Oh, my God. Finally it pops up. God. But yeah, that's a big blow. He's back in training, guys. Back in training. So Mitchell might not be a good one to have now if he's back in training. I knew he'd be back because there was talk about Hodgson saying he was near enough back. Could be back for the start of the season. Oh, bloody hell. Blackpool 2-0 now, guys. Liverpool 0. Blackpool 2. I'm not kidding. Blackpool are winning 2-0 against that Liverpool team with Firmino, Salah, Mane, everybody in. Blackpool winning. Blackpool are beating Liverpool at Anfield. Beating out basically our first team. My God. Brewster takes Brewster takes up Liverpool's spot, I know, but hopefully he moves to Sheffield United, Brewster, and if he does, then I can bring Curtis Jones in for Souček. I think he's another one as well. Ante, how we doing? I hope you're well, mates. John Harris, Klopp out. And, oh God. John Harris, Penguin, what Man United and City, I just got with that. What Man United and City options are you going for, and how will you fund this? That's the thing. Like I was saying before, I'm going to probably go into Game Week 1 with a 15-man squad with no Man United and no City in that 15-man squad. Then for Game Week 2, I don't plan to bring Game Week 3, well, Man City plays until Game Week 3, should we say. But for Game Week 2, I plan to make one free transfer and bring in maybe Greenwood, probably Bruno Fernandes in for Salah. I said it, Salah. And then the Aubameyang is basically there for Game Week 3, just to go out for, just to fund the move for Kevin De Bruyne. Saves me 0.5 then, or probably 0.4, depends on price changes after Game Week 2. if they do go that quick. So that's what I plan to do. Basically, 50-man squad, no City United. Game week 2, Bruno or Greenwood in for Salah, and then game week 3, KDB in for Aubameyang. Can't believe that. It's staring right at me. Blackpool 2-0. My God. Tell you something, Blackpool going to win it. Blackpool going to win League One. Beating Everton. My God, absolutely amazing. I'm so discouraged. I'm so discouraged, mate. I tell you. I don't know who. Hang on, should I get the team back up again? Actually, should I bring it up on the screen? I'll bring it up on the screen and see if it pops up. And we'll get the team up for you. Here it is, staring right at me. It's half time now, I think. Half time. Jerry Yates penalty is a new signing from Rotherham. CJ Hamilton new signing as well. I think he's from Mansfield. But this is the team, guys. Stare at it. Stare at the team. But there's no Trent. There's no Robbo. There's no Van Dijk. All right. There's no Van Dijk. There's no Hendo. But you still got Mane, Salah, and Firmino up front. You've got Fabinho. You've got Minamino. You've got Keita. You've got Milner, the experience of Milner. You've got Alisson in goal. You've got Matip. I mean, my God, guys, what do we think of that? Let's look possession-wise. We've dominated a lot of possession. We've had 3 total shots. They've had 2. We've had 2 on target. So have they. 45. Jules won. They've just overtaken us. Crystal Palace are winning, by the way, guys. Crystal Palace. And I can tell you the score for that if you want to. No, it's not even popped up yet. But it's 2-0 Watford. Watford are winning 2-0 against Spurs, guys. I've turned into Soccer Saturday. And, yeah, so it's 2-0 now. By the looks of it, it's 2-0 to Watford now. My God, this is getting crazy, guys. What the hell's going on? These players, though. England team has just came out. Oh, has it just come out? Was the England game? Starting in a minute. Pereira, could you not downgrade Ziyech to St. Max and upgrade Brewster to someone who will play Ashley? Could you not downgrade to St. Max? See, I like Ziyech, but if Newcastle build and bring in Callum Wilson and other players, then I might get St. Max. It could be a good idea. An upgrade. Then upgrade Brewster. It depends, but I think Brewster will be an absolute steal. If he moves to Sheffield United, I think he'll do great. And looking at Uber captain game week 1, I think we all are. I've been on Uber since near enough day 1. Oh my God, I can't believe it. And I mean, no disrespect, Blackpool, they really built. And Blackpool, I've got the former under 21 or under 23 Liverpool coach from last season. So, you know, this is why he's got this game going on as well, because he's got a good relationship with Klopp. It's great to have this game, but this guy looks great for Blackpool, and I hope they do well. We hope they do. Pereira, this is from Simon. This is Pereira. I like Pereira. I think he could do well. It's a differential. 6 million's pushing it, isn't it? But I feel I'd prefer Pereira over Mitrovic. I would. My God, just looking at all these guys. What do we think about the friendly half time? What do we think about them? What's our thoughts? What's our thoughts on? Because if I bring the team back up, what do we think? Looking at that team that's losing to Blackpool. 2-0. Look at that. 2-0. My God. Look at the team right there, losing 2-0. Watford, I'm sure they scored again. They've not even updated it, I don't think. I need to look up on football again. Who scored for Watford? Andre Gray scored the second goal for Watford against Spurs. 2-0. Can't seem to get the Crystal Palace one just up yet. Should we have a look who Crystal Palace? See if it's Ezri. Should we see if Ezri? Crystal Palace. There he is, look on the cover photo. Has he scored? I thought he scored then. Hang on, see who scored. 1-0. Wilf Zaha, sounds of it, has scored. That was scoring 1-0 against Bromley or something like that. I think it was Daniel Agger's former team. So Wilf Zaha scoring there. So it's 1-0 to Crystal Palace in that game. My God. Or is it 2-0 now? No, it's 2-0 to Watford still. I tell you something. It's spooky, all this. Seeing all this, it's crazy. Blackpool ending Milner's career as a Liverpool player. I feel Milner needs to take up a coaching role at Liverpool now and let the youth come through now at Liverpool. He's done great for us over the years. European winner and Premier League winner as well. Triple Leeds Gameweek 1. Oof, that's pushing it a bit, but I know what you mean. Oh my God, I think you should get Rodrigo in. I think Joffa, take the hit. Joffa wants to take the hit. You know, he's put in his draft team Rodrigo. He's a huge Leeds fan. Shout out to Joff and Mick from Take the Hit. David Button just moved to West Brom. Thoughts? Yeah, I've been talking about that, and I think he could be just second goalkeeper like he was with Ryan. But I think he could be a good one to have over. If you had to choose between him and Nyland, I'd say go for Button. That's that 4 million bench fodder goalkeeper. Pickford, Walker, Trippier, Gomez, Rice, Dyer, Sterling, Ward-Prowse, Sancho, Kane, Foden. That's the lineup. Wow. Thank you for that, Charlie. Really appreciate it. Should we get it up? Is it so? Let's get it up. Let's get it up. Let's get it full up. But thank you for letting me know that. Is it up? Is it going to be on here? I don't think it's... No, it's not up here. So it's just early team news, is it? Oh, no, you're going to search for it. But yeah, we've got the team there, guys. But thank you for posting that, Charlie. Really appreciate it. So Pickford, Walker, Trippier, Gomez, Rice, Dyer, Sterling, Ward-Prowse, Sancho, Kane, and Foden. That's seems interesting. That seems interesting. Nice to see Ward-Prowse starting. Nice to see Foden starting. Nice to see Gomez starting. So 3 players I'm glad to see start. You know, so it's going to be interesting. So I think it's a good team. I think it's a good team, and I hope we win tonight. We're playing Iceland, the same team that knocked us out. Was it the Euros, the World Cup? Oh my God, they embarrassed us. They did in that competition years ago. Oh, we deserved it. We played terrible. Oh, just let you know. Update: Liverpool has scored. Liverpool have just scored. Oh my God, Liverpool has just scored. Absolutely amazing. Who scored? Is it going to pop up? It'll pop up in a minute. But it's popped up on my one score. That's how I know. Hopefully we can find out soon when it does pop up. But I'll just leave it on the screen so then you know if it pops up or not. Oh, it's popped up. Matip scored. Milner with the assist. Milner, the veteran, with the assist. And Matip, of all people, to get the goal. To score, to get us back in this. And it's 2-1 to Blackpool as we approach half-time. It's not half-time when I was saying before. It's nearly half-time. So, I'm still... This is Charlie. I'm still mentally scarred from that day. Don't remind me, please. Yeah, I am as well. I was watching in a pub, as a lot of us were. I was watching a pub years ago, and I was like, God's sake, what the bloody hell is going on? We deserve that. We deserve to go. We were terrible. God. And but yeah, and Southgate, you're the one. That song, God, I love that song. But yeah, I do like this team. I really do like it, and I feel it's a team that I can use. Charlie again, Bournemouth 2, West Ham 2. I really do feel like we're on Soccer Saturday here. Bournemouth 2, West Ham 2. Bowen with 2 in 5 minutes. 2 goals for Bowen. My God. Guys, what do you think about Bowen? Differential. Talk to me. What do we think about Bowen? What do we think about him? All the lineups are out, thank God, for England game. Let me just rest that over there. My God. Probably have another 10 minutes talking like this. But this is what I'm probably going to go for. I do like this team. Just questions of a Suchek. I want to keep Ings. Crystal Palace still being tough. They're building. The Van Aanholt is coming back from injury. It's going to be interesting. I think Crystal Palace could really troll Zia. But we're not thinking they're going to do that well, but they could end up winning like 2-0. Question mark for Walker Peters, but it's just that with rotation, because when I go into game week 2, I aim to have my back three to be Trent, Egan, and Dallas, because Leeds have Aston Villa, I think. Is it Aston Villa? Or Fulham, one or the other. And Walker Peters will have Spurs, so I probably will bench him, obviously, in that game, in game week 2. Who's this now? Everybody come through. Please like the video, guys. If you enjoy the video, please hit the like button. If you're new around here, please hit the subscribe button. Really appreciate it. Liked him in the Championship, but not quite made it in the Premier League. Johnson was subbed off after 26 minutes played. 26 minutes played for Fredericks. Another 4 million fodder is gone. Oh God. So Mitchell and Johnson. Why are you doing this to us? Why are you doing this to us, managers? Roy Hodgson, David Moyes. Why are you doing this to us? We don't deserve this. I mean, my God, So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I want to go. That's what I'll go for. Now, if Ziyech was injured or, not playing, I think Now, would I be... If Bruce did start, I'd bring in a Manchester United asset. Going back to John's question earlier. Then I kind of want Son. How do we think Son's going to do? Do you think he's going to do well? Do you think, since Spurs put that programme out, it's going to troll us? And Doherty's in there as well. I just think Everton's going to, do them. I think they're going to just get a result. I don't like Everton. I'm Liverpool. And so if I were to do this, right, 4.5, that is terrible. Penguin. That is absolutely terrible, mate. Midfield-wise, I would probably go for... See, these are the top guys. I'm not going for Traore. I mean, come on. If it was St. Max, if I went for St. Max, 5.5, right? And if we want to keep it as cheap as we want, so we've got 7.5, then I could probably do this. Guys, let me know in chat. Are you planning to have a 15-man squad with no Man United or Manchester City players, or will you have at least one in your game week 1 squad to go into game week 2? Let me know in chat. Because I can just afford Greenwood there, thank God. Sun will be glued to the touchline most games. Will the sun be shining brightly? Land of the rising sun. How you doing, Dave? How you doing? And get Martial and save yourself a transfer for game week 2. I'm going to get him. But if Brewster makes the move, I'll tell you what I can do. I've got an idea. Because that's a good idea, mate. If I'd rather have Martial, because you remember, was it a hat-trick he scored against Sheffield in Project Restart? That's 4.5. That's going to leave me with 3, isn't it? 3. Damn. I don't want... I know before someone says it, I don't want to downgrade Ings to Che Adams. I'd rather have Ings. But we can't have everybody, can we? One Man United... Back to the microphone. One Man United player in for game week heading into game week 2. That would be better, wouldn't it? None. Going from Ings to Martial. I daren't part with Ings. I think he's going to score against Spurs. I daren't part with him. I do like the other idea. St. Maximum. Can we just think that game's not going to be great? I think it is going to be great. I don't know what to say about this. If I were to have a really terrible defence... Oh my God, wow. Hang on, wait. This is going to look terrible. I know what you're going to think. This guy, Branthwaite. Should we forget about Johnson now? Should we forget about Johnson? I'm going to put him in for now while I think about this. And then I've got 9 million to spend. If I were to have the most cheapest, this is going to look like a terrible team. I know it's gonna probably look bad, but and then go for a 4.5. A lot of people talk about Gordon. Gordon could get some games. Who knows? But a lot of people can have a weak bench. A lot of people are going to have a weak bench because I know what they're doing. They've made it hard for us. Depends where he's going to play as well. If I were to put him in, this is going to look terrible. This is going to look terrible. I don't like that. I would. I mean, that front three looks nice, doesn't it? It looks nice, doesn't it? The front three looks nice, and it's one of them where I'm gonna probably do this. This is what I feel more comfortable doing. This is the team I feel more comfortable doing, guys. St. Max. If that's it. Yeah, we talked about him, Ashley. Started lead in pre-season. A lot of 4 million, maybe. What do you think about Ben White playing? Yeah, I saw that, Benny. Ben White playing a centre mid against Chelsea in that friendly. That's interesting. It's like being like Lundstrom, isn't it? But he's a bit more expensive than Lundstrom was, because Lundstrom was 4 million at the start of last season, wasn't he? Potter is the English Pep. Brighton rotation is worse than City. True. I tell you what I like. Get rid of. I think Mitchell and what's his name, Johnson. That probably is just such a risk. They're probably not going to get anything. If Ben White 4.5. I'm not having Martial, guys. I think it's going to be such a pain having that in, and I think I'm not comfortable having that against Chelsea. If I were, I'd just have Walker Peters, and that's how I feel more comfortable. Who I would feel more comfortable having in my team. 0.5 budget, so I probably. Ziyech out. Then Greenwood in. It's one of them. It's good then to have that asset, isn't it? Then you're not wasting the transfer. I can use that free transfer. Probably save it for 2 free transfers going into Gameweek 3. It's gonna be it's gonna be very interesting what I go for. So. I think it's a decent team. I think if I set it out now, this is what I probably have. This is the team at the minute. But then Greenwood's not going to play, is he? That's why I hope Brewster makes the move to Sheffield United. That's why I hope he makes the move. Because if he did, then just picture Brewster in the Sheffield United shirt. And then that will probably be my team. I think it's decent. And then I've got Greenwood on the bench then. Dallas and then Mitchell. And then Nyland. Probably change the button. Who knows? But that's a bit of a change to my team. That's what I probably might go for. But yeah, that's probably going to be the end of the video, guys. More questions. Opinion on double Opal defence. It's good. Can be risky. It's expensive. But go for it. I expect them both to be thrown crosses in. Virgil van Dijk heading the goals in. Brighton have just kept a clean sheet against West Brom. Wow. What was the score? Ant, do let me know. West Brom is poor away. Was Pereira starting? If you can let me know if Pereira was playing at all. Because he wasn't playing in the game against Notts Forest, which he lost in. And I'm getting really second. I'm getting doubts about this now, having Pereira in. No KDB, Sterling as a Martial. Obrash was such a poor team. Ooh. Tell you, it's Charlie Taylor or Dallas, best option. Believe it or not, I'm going to say Dallas. Just looking at fixtures after Liverpool. Burnley out playing game at 1. Do you mean my team, mate, Charlie? No KDB, Sterling, Aguero, Martial, Bruno. I've got Greenwood in. Greenwood's good enough. He's the cheapest, though. He's the cheapest, and he's done well. You know, if they don't sign Sancho, but then probably not now, he's going to start every game. They're building him up now, and I feel like a lot of people are going for Greenwood if they can't get in Bruno or Martial. Rashford, he doesn't get as many points. I'd say avoid him. Mane over Salad. Over Salah. It's a good punt. I think Mane could outdo him in the Leeds game. Who knows? But never doubt Salah. It's hard. It's annoying that they're both the same price, 12 million. With Mane being cheaper last season, so it's a bit annoying this time. And go Walker Peters, Vinagre. I'm not a fan with Wolves' defence at the minute. It's worrying me. It really is worrying me. Or Nketiah. That's from a man. How you doing? Hi Penguin. Thoughts on Ayew as an alternative to Mitrovic or Eze in mind? Same price, 6 million. See, a lot of people talking about hidden gem Ayew. I do like Ayew, but are they going to cut it? It could be a good differential. It could be. Don't get me wrong. But Mitrovic, could be pushing for it. But don't doubt Ayew. He's got Zaha doing well. He's got Eze in there as well. Easy, way you pronounce the name. So it's going to be interesting to see how. And they've signed a Chelsea lad on loan who was on loan from Swansea last season. He was at Gallagher. Do check him out. He's a good player as well. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. But I want to show you my league. I want you to join my league if you want to join it. I haven't thought of a prize yet. It's not going to be money. Get it out of there. No cash prize. It'll probably be a trophy. Who knows? I don't know. I haven't thought of it yet. But do join. It's good fun. I got quite a lot of people in it. Code's right there on the screen. Do like the video. Hit the like button before you go, and hit the subscribe button. And really appreciate it. And please share the video. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. Right, 0-0 Brighton and West Brom. Ashley, thanks. You're welcome. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Really appreciate it. We'll just leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit the like button. Please subscribe. I've been the Penguin. You've been the Bubbly Bunch. And we'll see you later. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.